All right, BB40 with another Tower of Zombies TOZ video, and this is the completion of my quest to get the rainbow skin for all of the weapons. And it took a long. Actually, when I first saw what you had to do, what needed to be accomplished, which I thought was crazy at first, I thought it would take a year. I actually managed to do it in 16 days once I figured out how the game works and how to beat the game and all different types of little strategies, which I'm going to share here. So this HK MG4 is the last gun that I have to get. You can see it says 30 of 31 gold weapons. This is the very last one I need to get the gold skin, and it'll unlock the diamond and it'll unlock the rainbow skin at the end there, because I've already completed all the melee weapons and all the secondary weapons. I have all the diamond skins for all those weapons, and I got one primary left. So what you have to do to get these the rainbow skin is you have to get the gold skin for every weapon in each category: primary, secondary, melee. You got to work your way up to the gold skin for each one. So for secondaries, for melee weapons here, to get that gold skin, you have to achieve 500 kills with that weapon, whichever melee weapon it is. 500 kills and 100,000 damage to bosses. Okay, that's for melee weapons. You see what you have to do first, what I was just showing there, is you have to get that POW skin. And you get that at 125 kills. Now, this is in 2 stages. You have the initial stage where you work your way up to the POW skin, get 125 kills with melee weapon. And then you hit the second stage where you start doing boss damage. You see there's 2 categories there. If you were to scroll back a little bit or wind back a little bit, when I was on the POW skin, you'll see there's only 1 category. It's just kills only. Same with secondaries. Only secondaries is twice as much as melee. You have to get 200,000 damage and 1,000 kills. And the POW skin is 250 kills to get the POW skin. And then, so that's what you got to remember is, and I'm going to show you here that the primaries are 4 times the melee. It's 400,000 damage and 2,000 kills. And the POW skin is 500 kills. So before you start killing any bosses, you want to take the time and track how many kills you got. It'll tell you. It'll tell you when you hit 20 kills for the first skin. It'll tell you when you hit 80 kills for the second skin. I think it's 160 and 320 and 4 and 500 for, primary guns. So, and you got to do that obviously in the obby course, or when you get to the top. And I'm going to show a strategy in here where there is a blue Necros boss that spawns a ring of zombies every 15 seconds. You can keep that boss alive and just keep killing the zombies as they spawn. Each ring there's 12 zombies in a ring, and it's every 15 seconds. And it could take only about maybe a half hour to get that 2,000 kills if you use that boss to just keep killing and killing. Just don't kill the boss. Just run around him. Just run around the circle and avoid his shots, because he will be shooting at you with his staff. So, but anyway, we'll see. We'll get into that later on. I'll show you when I get to the top and I start fighting the bosses. I'm going to do. I need to get from my HK MG4, this gun here, the last gun in the game. I'd done 1 run already, where I managed to get through all the initial skins. I think I ended up with about 1.7 or 1,700 kills on my first run, because I used the blue Necro to farm zombies, to farm kills. Now I'm also using, this is something else I discovered, and I'm kind of getting off track here a little bit, but I was just using my ice crusher. I got it off of the wheel spin, and I'm very lucky. I got it like my first or second day of playing this game. Like the second or third wheel spin that I got free spin, I ended up getting the ice crusher. And if you get it, I highly recommend that you just keep it as your secondary weapon. It's the best secondary weapon. Maybe if you buy the ray gun. Ray gun's also considered a secondary weapon. But it gives you more money when you kill zombies this way on the obby. Like when I come up to this first, I think I may have already gone through the first barricade. You got these barricades at the first green box. and it's 1500 in hard mode to open that barricade, to get it out of the way. If I would have just killed the zombies with my gun, I'd only get about 1350. I wouldn't have the 1500. But in this case, I ended up getting over 2,000 money, 2,000 cash. That green on the left, bottom left, you see the green amount there? And the second one here is 2,000. So I've already earned that extra 2,000 from using the ice crusher. The ice crusher just gives you like twice as much money in XP as any of the guns do. So if you get that, use it. Use it a lot. It'll get you to the top quicker. You'll unlock the barricades quicker. Kill as many zombies as you can with it because of the amount of money that it will give you. I mean, twice as much as the guns, if not more than twice as much, actually. I think the guns average about $50 a kill, and that ice crusher gives about $125 per kill. So it gives you more than double the amount of money. So I'm trying to get myself through this obby course as quick as I can. And of course, it's going to take, now it's $2,500 for this one. I've only got $196. And you watch the money go up as I start using my ice crusher. But anyway, getting back to the main objective here is to try to get that rainbow skin. If you ever want to do that challenge to try to get there, it's like I said, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, you got to use 13 melee weapons, 14 secondary weapons, and 31 primary weapons. And you got to level them all up to get the gold skin. So when I got the gold skin for all the melee weapons, it unlocked the diamond skin for all my melee weapons. Now to unlock the rainbow skin, you have to unlock the diamond skin for all 3 classes. When you actually complete all 3 classes, the rainbow skin will be unlocked and you can use it, put it on your guns. I know it's kind of complicated, but if I want to look at it, just go in there, go in the loadout, pick up a gun, select a gun, look at the camo, the skins, or they call it camouflages, whatever, the skin option. It's the blue button, the COMO, or CAMO. Just go in and look at the different skins and just hover your mouse over them. And you will see that the first, some of them, they won't show you anything until you get past a certain number of kills. Then it'll unlock the skin, and when you unlock the skin, it'll show you how many kills it took to get that skin. So you need, the skin that you want to get first is the POW skin. I think it's like the 6th skin from the start point, when you first start using the gun. It'll be, you got to get through those first 6 skins. Like for melee weapons, you have to get 125 kills to get through the first 6 skins. For secondaries, it's twice as much as 250 kills. And for primaries, it's twice as much as that. It's 500 kills to get through those first 6 skins. And what that does is it unlocks the damage skins, the most important skins, where you start earning damage when you kill bosses. So it took me a while to figure that all out. And what I do, the last few guns, probably last half of the guns that I leveled up, I ended up trying to get that number of kills. Secondaries, I want to get 250 kills. Primaries, I want to get 500 kills in order to unlock the POW skin and unlock the second stage on the way to get the rainbow skin. So I recommend you do that. If you have a gun that you've been using a lot, that you've been enjoying and playing the game a lot with, just check on the camos and look and see. It'll just hover your mouse over them or select them, and you'll see it tells you how many kills you need to get that particular camouflage. And it keeps going up and up. As you earn more and more kills, you unlock more and more skins. But you want to get to the point where first thing you want to do is unlock that POW skin. So again, one more time. It's 125 kills for melee, unlock the POW skin. 250 kills for secondary, and 500 kills. So it keeps doubling. From melee to primary, it doubles from 125 to 250. And then from secondary to primary, it doubles again from 250 to 500. You have to get 500 kills for your primary weapon just to unlock the POW skin. So I saw this, I was looking at that, and then I looked at, well, what comes after that? So for melee weapons, you have to go, once you get to 125 and the POW skin is unlocked, then you start working toward getting that gold skin. And for the melee weapons, the gold skin requires 500 kills. So you go from 125 up to 500 kills. But it also starts to include boss damage. And what that is when you kill the boss, you earn the damage from killing that boss. It starts adding up. So for melees, you need 100,000 points of damage for killing bosses with a melee weapon. And everything doubles. Like I said, when you go to secondary weapons, it's 200,000, twice as much as a melee weapon. And that's boss damage. And then primaries, it's 400,000 boss damage. So it usually takes me, just to give you an idea, what I do is every time I go in, and when we get back into, more toward the end of the video, and you see me in the lobby, you just look at my scores, how many kills I have, and what level I'm at. And you'll see there's a lot of players who have a much higher level than kills, because a lot of players just go in, and as soon as you kill the first boss, that registers as a kill. But if you want to get the damage, I mean a lot of boss damage, then you got to stay through all the different rounds, all the different boss rounds. So I played hard mode most of the time because of the extra earnings of damage and kills and money, because you get more bosses in hard mode than you do in normal mode. And also, extreme mode was just too difficult, especially for most of the weapons, because the weapons were not strong enough to take down the bosses in extreme mode. So I stayed in hard mode. Hard mode is really not that hard. I mean, it's a little harder than normal mode, but not that much harder. So I recommend that you play hard mode like I did, if you want to, try out this this challenge of getting the rainbow skins. So, but anyway, here I want to save up some money. I want to get some money so I can pack-a-punch my guns. So I'm going to be using my ice crusher a lot, or I'll sit here on this perch at the top of the lobby, up at the boss deck up here, and just pick off the zombies like I'm doing right now. That makes the rounds move quicker, and you get your kills quicker. So that's why I'm doing this just to show that, but this does not give you the most amount of money. If you got the ice crusher, use the ice crusher. So I'm actually going to switch over, I believe, to the ice crusher, because I need to get the money. I don't want to get the money as quick as I can, so I can pack-a-punch my guns. So now I can pack-a-punch the main gun here, my HK MG4. Now, pack-a-punching you got to do for all your guns. I highly recommend that you pack-a-punch your primary weapon before you wake up the first boss. Just get the gun that you want to do the killing with, get that pack-a-punched before you wake up the boss and start fighting the boss, because it'll double the strength of your gun and double the amount of ammo. So I mean, I come in here sometimes with other players. I'm going to start doing that more now that I've completed my challenge. I'm going to start, trying to come in and help other players get wins. But the problem with playing with other players is they all tend to just run right up to the boss and wake it up before they pack-a-punch any of their guns. And it's just not, they're in too much of a hurry. And a lot of times they'll get killed by the boss or the zombies running around. You see the zombies are running all around here. And I'm going to show you some strategy to avoid dealing with a lot of zombies while you're fighting the boss. We'll talk about that too. So remember, just take the time. It won't take very long really to earn enough money to be able to pack-a-punch your primary weapon, and then you can fight the boss, the first boss. Now, I want to show you my boss strategy here, and we'll get back to the other stuff. My boss strategy is whatever boss I'm fighting, if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, I will weaken the boss. Sometimes, you know, you can do that with when you get 2 or 3 bosses out here, and it become more and more difficult to kill them all, and you're taking more damage. There's a strategy to help you take down the bosses quicker and make it easier for you to survive. And I'm going to talk about that. I didn't care right now because it's just a single boss. So my gun is already pack-a-punch, my primary weapon. So taking down a single boss is not a big deal. But when you start getting to 2 and 3, and especially 4 and 5 bosses coming out, and I really highly recommend that you fight all the bosses, go through all the different waves of bosses, because of all the boss damage. You have to get all that boss damage to get the gold skin, unlock the gold skins. Okay, so what I recommend to do, I'm going to describe what I do usually, is when a boss comes out, I'll fight the boss and shoot it and weaken it to where it is almost dead. Or if I have 2 bosses, I'll kill the boss that's the worst one, or the most dangerous one, or the most difficult to work with. Kill that one first and save the weaker boss, the easier boss. And all you do is you damage it down to where it's just a little bit of green left on the bottom. Keep it alive. See, this is that necro boss I was telling you about. He just keeps spawning the zombies in a ring around him. And you can use that to your advantage if you need to get zombie kills. You know, for unlocking these different skins, you need to run up a lot of kills. Like I say, for primary weapons, you have got to get 2,000 kills to unlock the gold skin. And the quickest way to get those kills is to use that necro boss and just keep running around him. Just keep running around a circle to avoid his shots, and just keep killing the zombies as he spawns them. Plus, kill the regular zombies that are spawning with each wave. So you can end up getting 2,000 zombies in about a half hour if you follow that strategy. Just don't kill that necro boss. You know, if you need zombie kills, just don't kill him and just keep killing the zombies as he spawns them. Okay, so when we get to 2 or 3 zombies, what I'm going to do, what I'll show you, is that the burnt zombies. The burnt zombies are those red ones that look like they're on fire. That guy right there, that's a burnt zombie. See how he just dropped a bullet? That bullet is known as, in this game, a fire bullet. And what it does is it doubles the strength of your gun. So you get to double the strength when you pack a punch, and then you get to double it again when you pick up this bullet. And I normally do not pick up the bullet until maybe 5 seconds before the bosses spawn. So I think I'm going to try it on this guy here. This guy's he's the most difficult one, so I decided not to do it here. He's the most difficult zombie to deal with. Him, that green one, because of the green force field he builds around him, that green toxic field around him on the floor. And his shots are pretty strong. When he hits you, he does a lot of damage. And he's that guy and the blue necro guy that spawns the ring of zombies. These guys are from Zombie Mayhem. The guys who made this game using all these same zombies you'll see in Zombie Mayhem. You got the bloater down there, the boom bringer they call it, the ones that explode. If you get too close to them, they will explode and damage you for about 20%. You have the normal zombies. You have the glitch zombie I just shot right there. There's the guys with baseball bats. There's the ghost zombie right there. Just killed the ghost zombie, the white one. All these zombies are from Zombie Mayhem. And 4 of the bosses, they brought all 4 bosses from Zombie Mayhem into this game. And those 4 bosses, 2 of them are the toughest bosses. This guy here is the toughest one. I hate this guy more than all of them. This guy shoots really fast, and if you get within a certain distance of him, he'll hit you every time. You have to stay as far away as you can, like I am right now. Get as far away from him as you can, so you have enough time to dodge his bullets. Because he shoots so fast, you can't dodge him. If you're too close, there's no way. Even if you're moving, constantly moving, perpendicular, just on a ring around him, you cannot miss. You cannot dodge his bullets. Every other zombie in this game, you can dodge the shots that they take at you if you just keep moving around a circle. But his shots are too quick, too fast. And the other thing he did, if you go back and rewind just a little bit, you'll see he spawns these little black racer zombies. They crawl on all fours and they're black, and they're very fast. They will catch up to you and hit you. So that's why the two things I do not like about him is because his rounds that he shoots at you are so quick you can't dodge them. Yeah, unless you're like halfway, all the way across the room from him. And the other problem is those little black racers that chase after you and can actually catch up to you and hit you if you're not careful, if you don't kill them first. So that's why I take out, whenever I see the pink zombie there, the pink boss with the pink hands shooting, I always kill him first. He's the #1 zombie to kill first, and then the green one, the other zombie we saw, the very first one. So here, I got lucky enough to get another silver bullet before the zombies, the bosses spawn. So out of these two zombies here, the black one is the easiest one. He's the easiest one to dodge. He's the easiest one to keep alive if you want to. That red one is not too bad. He constantly fires at you, but he's always not very fast. The bullets are not fast enough to hit you, as long as you keep moving around in a circle. Okay, so what happened there is, I want to get to this boss strategy now that I got 2 or more bosses. Getting back to that, is you want to take advantage of these fire bullets. As I was saying, they double the strength of your gun. So your gun gets doubled with a Pack-a-Punch, and it also gets doubled with these fire bullets. And you want to try to keep... See, I'm keeping these 2 red burnt zombies. They're called burnt zombies from Zombie Mayhem. I'm keeping them alive because they are the strongest zombies. It takes a lot of shots to kill them, so you can't... It's very unlikely you will accidentally kill them. If you want them to stay alive and just kind of drag them around, they're very strong, so it's difficult to accidentally kill them. And the other reason is that they are the only zombie that drops these fire bullets. You have to kill one of them to get a fire bullet. So my strategy, what I'd like to do, and I probably will show you that here, I didn't show it yet really, is I've got these 2 zombies, and I'm killing the green one first because I don't like the green ones. I'm going to take him out first, and I'm going to keep, if I remember right, I'm going to keep the blue necro alive over there. And he's the guy that spawns the ring of zombies. See, I just hit a milestone there. I just got the silver, or the chrome skin. So I just got a little bit more to go, and actually about another 140 boss damage to go to get the gold. Because you have to have 400,000 boss damage, and I just crossed 260,000 boss damage. You have to have 400,000 for primary weapons. So I got to kill quite a few more bosses. So I'm keeping him alive. You notice the health bar on the side of him there. I'm keeping just a little bit of the green on the bottom of it. And the reason I'm doing that, and I'm keeping him alive, and the reason for that is because I want to wait for a burnt zombie to show up. And when I kill him, if he drops a fire bullet, then I will take out that boss and kill him. And then you have 1 minute between boss rounds, and the fire bullet will sit there, out there on the deck. It'll sit there for a minute. So you can wait. Generally, I'll kill the burnt zombie first. The fire bullet will show up, and then I'll have to kill the boss, which may take anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds to take the boss down. So I've already drained his health. That's what you want to do. You want to drain his health and get him ready, get him primed for a kill when the fire bullet drops. So I've already got him set up with just a little bit of health left. It'll only take about 5 seconds to take him down. But I've got to wait. I've got to keep waiting till the burnt zombie show up. So I just keep going around and around until I finally catch a burnt zombie and kill him, and it drops a fire bullet. And as soon as he drops that fire bullet, you kill the boss. And then you're on the timer. You wait. The timer will count down 1 minute, and it'll start at 60 seconds and work the way all the way down to 0, and the next bosses will show up. So you want to wait, depending on how long it took you to kill the boss from when you saw the fire bullet. You got to subtract that from the 60 seconds. So if it took me 10 seconds to drop that boss after getting a fire bullet, I would pick up the fire bullet when there's only 10 seconds left on the boss countdown. So you want to keep that bullet active. Once you pick it up, it's active for 60 seconds. And you can do double damage to these bosses for 60 whole seconds. And it's usually enough time to kill them all. Except for the last one. You keep one alive and just do the same process again for the next round of bosses. So the next one, let's see if I... it's not going to show it till I actually kill this boss here. So I do have there's a burnt zombie right there. One of them finally showed up. And sometimes, I mean, it can be very frustrating. See, they don't always drop a fire bullet. I mean, sometimes it's like, gosh, I've had times I had to kill 10 of them to get a fire bullet. And finally got one. So it's not always guaranteed that you're going to get a fire bullet every time you kill one of them. I'd say on average it's about 1 in every 4 or every 5 will drop a bullet. Still no bullet there. So you just got to keep doing this, and it'll help you get through all of the bosses. If you can get your hands on a fire bullet, you'll be able to use most of your guns, even the weaker secondary guns, to kill these bosses if you have a fire bullet active. So that's why it's worth the wait. It's worth the time that it'll take to get that fire bullet. Because a lot of times if you rush it and you have 3 or 4 or even 5 bosses out here and your gun is just not strong enough, you're taking too much damage, you'll die before you can kill all the bosses. Having a fire bullet doubles your chances of killing them all before they kill you, because it doubles the strength of your gun. So anyway, this is the boss strategy. Now in regular mode, I believe you get 4 rounds with 1 zombie. That's the same with hard mode. Then you get 2 rounds with 2 bosses. Same with hard mode. But then you get 1 round with 3 bosses in normal mode, and that's it. Once you kill the 3 bosses, you completed all the boss challenges in normal mode. But in hard mode, after the 3 bosses, you'll have a round with 4 bosses and then a round with 5 bosses. Now, after I completed this challenge and I got my rainbow skins on everything, I went back into... I've been kind of avoiding extreme. I had 3 extreme kills. Or challenge wins, I would say extreme wins. 2 of them I did solo. And 1 of them I did with another player. But I'm going to do a video I recorded after I completed this challenge of getting my rainbow skins. I decided to go in and see how far I could go, you know, using all these strategies, like this boss strategy. You know, saving the last boss until you get a fire bullet. You know, following that strategy, especially using my gun I have in my hand right now, my ice crusher. Because the problem with extreme mode that I ran into, what I was running into all the time, is not being able to get enough cash from killing the zombies. There's my bullets, and now I gotta kill him. So you see, it's only just a couple seconds between the fire bullet showing up and me killing the boss. And that's how you want to work it. And I just let the counter count down. I'm gonna pick that bullet up with only about 5 seconds left in the clock. Anywhere between 10 and 5 seconds, or 5 and 10 seconds, I'm gonna pick up that fire bullet. And it'll sit there. I mean, the counter is 1 minute, and the bullet will stay active for 1 minute. You have a minute to pick up these any drop. If it's ammo drop or health drop, a bullet drop, a ray gun drop, like my ray gun's sitting there, or a minigun drop, they all stay active for a minute, 60 seconds. And that's what the timer is between bosses. You got 60 seconds. So I'm just getting that ray gun out of the way, just grabbed it and tucked it away for now. So we're getting down here, so getting very close. I was between 5 and 10 seconds, so I decided to pick up that bullet. Now this guy I'm going to keep alive because it's possible that he could be carrying a bullet. So when I kill, I get 3 bosses. Like, which ones am I going to take down? I'm going to take down the blue one first. I don't like him. The blue one's the worst one out of the bunch. But he tends to hide behind all the others. So this wizard, this lightning wizard guy, I don't know what these new bosses are called. But that blue lightning wizard, I usually take him down first. He's one of the worst ones. He doesn't really do a lot of damage. I mean, he'll hit you a lot of times, but the damage usually isn't that much. So here, I'm weakening this guy here. This is guy like a he's got this riot shield to protect him. I'm going to weaken him till his little green bar is just a little bit at the bottom, just a little sliver left. And then I'm going to kill this. Oh, see, I got it down low, almost too low. I have accidentally killed bosses before. Now that fire zombie, unfortunately, did not carry a fire bullet. So I got to wait for some others to show up and a new spawn. A new wave spawn. Like, oops, see, there's where accidental. Those bloaters, those they call boom bringers, those guys, those fat guys, they'll damage not only you, but they'll damage all the zombies around you. So you gotta be careful if you want to keep the boss alive, like I did, but I kind of messed up there. If you want to keep the boss alive, I got lucky. I ended up getting a fire bullet anyway. I didn't have to wait and keep the boss alive till I got one. So now I can wait right to the last second. So that I didn't get that till about, the counter already counted down about 20 seconds when I got that fire bullet. So I can wait till 0. As soon as the bosses show up, I can grab that fire bullet and kill the bosses. Okay, so that's the whole boss strategy that I wanted to go over. Is make sure you, if you can, try to plan it so that you can keep the boss alive until you kill. Until you can kill one of these. I got 2 of these pink ones. I hate them so much, and he gave me 2 of them. He is the worst. You see the damage I take because the bullets are so quick. They shoot so fast that you can't, unless you're as far away as you could possibly get, you won't be able to avoid their shots. So, but anyway, plus you got the little black crawlers. I think there's one on my tail. I don't even know he's there right now. He's kind of chasing me around off to my side. I forget if he's there. No, I guess not. I guess I got them all. They spawn as little black racers. Like I said, they're fast and they hit pretty hard. And they can outrun you, so you got to be careful of those guys and kill them when you can. I think there might be one there. It just keeps hiding under my gun. You just kind of see him to the right there. You watch right. There he is. Yeah, he's there. See, he was chasing me around the entire time. I didn't know he was there until I got all the way done. So now I got him again. I got to be careful now not to kill him with a bloater zombie that blows up next to him. I learned that lesson. So you got to watch out for that. So, and when you're shooting the zombies, these zombies in this game have penetration. This is not like Zombie Uprising. They have penetration, and your bullets will go through a zombie and hit a boss. So if you don't want to kill the boss, make sure you don't shoot a zombie that's directly in line with the boss. You got to shoot him off to the side. Just another warning. Yeah, I've had guns like the VSS, Pack-a-Punch, and with a fire bullet, and had that necro boss spawning a dozen zombies at a time. Wait till they get all bunched up, and that VSS will take down like 10 of them. Or maybe not that much, maybe about 6 or 7. It'll take down with one shot. So there is penetration in this game, and you can kill multiple zombies. And I actually recommend that with the shotguns and the rifles, sniper rifles. Try to line the zombies up so when you shoot, since you have limited ammo, try to take out multiple zombies with one shot. So again, now just waiting for another burnt zombie, fire zombie. There's one. And try to get myself another burnt. There it is. There's the bullet. So now I got to kill this guy. And now he's down. That took less than 5 seconds. So now I just wait it out. Just run out the clock. And when I'm finished with the timer, it gets down to about 5 seconds. I can run over and grab that bullet before the bosses show up. And there's going to be 4 this time. See if it says. I read it again. 5. I'm at the last round. Okay, that's the last boss round for hard mode. We're going to have 5 bosses out here at one time. So I got to pick the worst ones first. If I see a pink-handed one, pink ones, I'm going to kill him first. If I see a green one, I'm going to kill him second. And then I'll go for the fancy new bosses. There's a new boss that looks like a Cupid. He shoots bow and arrow, and he has wings. It's like a Cupid guy. And there's a boss that's a scarecrow. And he shoots pumpkins at you, jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. And then there's a boss that is a snowman, like a snow fella kind of guy. We got the scarecrow this time. And those guys, these new ones are not too bad, really. I mean, the Scarecrow and the Ice Zombie. The Ice Zombie, the Snowman guy, or Snowfella, he will not only throw things at you, like this guy's throwing jack-o'-lanterns. He'll throw these big icicles at you. He'll throw these big snowballs at you. He also will spawn ice zombies, frozen zombies that are kind of tough. They're tougher than regular zombies, but not quite as tough as the fire zombies, the burnt zombies. So this is the last round. There's no reason to keep one of these guys alive right now. I'm just going to take them both down, I believe, and then just be done with it, because once you do the 5 zombies in hard mode, that's it. You're all done. See, it says up at the top there. You get the little smiley faces. I'm all done. So we're going to go back into the lobby, and I'm going to show you my progress with my HK MG4 and show you the different skins again and talk about them a little bit more, just to remind you so you understand what's going on with them. So looking at the camos, I already got the POW skin. It's Pastel Paradise, and the POW is right next to them. Like I say, the POW for primary weapons, you got to get 500 kills to unlock the POW skin. And once you do that, you see how this one is a double stack. You got the damage and you got the kills. So I've got 374 damage out of 400. All I need is another 26,000 damage, and I will be able to unlock everything. So since I did get some Zombucks are those orange credits. It says on the bottom there, it takes like, look at the one left, takes 2,000 Zombucks. The silencer is what I really wanted to get for this gun, because it increases your damage and your fire rate. See, it goes from 461 to 501. And damage goes from like 43 to 46, I think. Yeah, 46. So putting the silencers on is a plus for any of the guns. It'll give you more damage and a faster fire rate. A total cumulative damage that will help you kill the zombies quicker. So just remember that too. The other things, like the magazines, most of the guns I opted for the speed mag. Some of the guns that are pretty fast, like reload in a second or less, some of the fast guns, I will opt for the drum mag. That'll give me a lot more ammo in the clip, the drum magazine. So you may want to, weigh the benefits of each one. And when you get the drum mag, I can't remember if it will actually delete a point on your damage. I don't remember. So, but anyway, I'm going to go back in one more time here and get that that extra damage that I need, the extra 26,000, and I will be unlocking all the skins. It'll be my 31st gun in primaries. I need to get all 31 done. This is the last one. This is number 31. So when I do that, it'll unlock the diamond skins for all the guns in the class. And once all the diamonds, all 3 classes, the diamonds unlocked all 3 classes, then it will unlock the rainbow skin. And that's just the ultimate challenge in this game, is to get that rainbow skin for all of your guns. I really don't know of any other challenges in this game, to come to think of it, other than getting a win in each of the different categories, your normal, hard, and extreme modes. So like I was saying, this gun here I've already got the 1,500 I need to unlock the first barrier. I've got 1,600 already just from using that icebreaker, or ice crusher. Now I'm going to keep some of the other guys alive behind me, so I can see if I can outrun them, get to the top quicker. This obby is constantly changing. I think I've seen every option available now since I played it, 150 times, I think. So I've gotten very familiar with all the different possible arrangements. But each time you go in, it will be a different arrangement. Things will get jumbled around each time you go in, as I said. So I'm going ahead. I'm just as long as I can keep moving forward, I'm going to keep moving forward with those zombies dragging them behind me. And you want to keep some alive behind you, if you can. Keep them alive so that you don't get another spawn. It'll make it a lot easier to get through the course, this obstacle course, without a bunch of zombies chasing after you. And this is a part, I hate these little ones that will slide you off the side while you're trying to run and jump. forward. It takes me a little. I'm still not completely used to those. And I'm trying to think of the other thing that's really tough for me that I still struggle. There's a obstacle in one of these that shows up sometimes. It's not as common as a lot of them, but you'll have an obstacle where you'll have this solid, the white poison wall. You have these white poison spots on the different decks, and maybe sticking up on the sides. There is a option that has a wall in front of you, and you have to jump around the wall. Basically you can't squeeze around it, and it's all poison. So just touching it will drain your health quickly, and you have to try to jump around it outside it. It only gives you a small space around the edge, so you basically have to jump off the edge and work and bring yourself back around that wall. That's the toughest thing for me to do. It's the one thing, if you ever played Doors and you played the retro mode in Doors, looks like this. You know, like the old Lego blocks, the retro mode. There was a spot in that obby course in Doors, the retro mode Doors option, that was like that. And that one was the toughest part I had in that obby too. And trying to get all the way to the end and beat the Draco boxers or whatever, the dragons that would come out, the creatures. Now let's say I almost fell there because I wanted to point this out. You see how long this transport is? It's very long. When you see that really long one, it'll move out from underneath here. So you got to watch out for that. The regular ones that aren't very long, that maybe 2/3 that length, you'll just sit there and go along with it. It'll transport you right along with it. But if you see that long one, it'll slip out from under you, and you have to walk with it. So just remember that if you see that really long transport platform. So we got some more guys back here, one guy up there, and I'm going to try to outrun that other one, see how far I can get before he catches up to me. I think there might be two left. There might be one down below me down there. So, but this is what you want to try to do. I usually position myself in a corner like I did there. I'll set myself up in a corner and just pick off the zombies and shoot them as they're coming at me. I usually try to hit them coming straight at me from one side or the other. I'll wait till they round the corner and they're coming straight at me. It's easier to kill them that way, easier to aim than trying to hit the moving target going sideways. And that just makes it tougher that way. So it just takes a little patience and wait for the zombies to come around the corner and get coming straight at you. And then you can take them out. So I'm trying to, it says there is just one left, it looks like. Yeah, he's the last one over there. So I can keep going. I'm just going to keep going up to the next barricade. And then I'll just sit up there at the barricade and use my my ice crusher to rack up some points again, some money, so that I can open up the next few barricades. He's getting too close now, so I'm going to take him out, and I'm going to try to make it up to this next corner up here, where the next barricade is. And I believe this one is 3,000 here on hard mode. And that's the other thing that's, like I say, this ice crusher is a blessing for insane mode, or extreme mode, because of the amount of money it gives you. As I said at the beginning when I talked about extreme mode, the hardest thing for me, extreme mode, is getting enough money to open these barricades. Because they end up, gosh, I think the last one is like 6,500 or something. I forget how much money you need. In this hard mode, it's only 3,500, the last barrier. But in extreme mode, I think it might be 6,250. It's almost double what you need for hard mode. And that's what makes it very difficult in extreme mode to complete the challenge to get to the top of the obby, is because of the amount of money you need. So I did have enough to open this now thanks to the ice crusher. And now we got a new, and I should have waited. It was kind of a mistake on my part, because I ended up picking that up and I ended up slipping. That's why I usually sit in the corner and I'll clean up the zombies before I decide to move ahead. It's because I'm not that much of an expert yet to where I can both battle and jump at the same time without falling off. So it's tough. I'm trying to do it here again, and I almost slipped right between those blocks again. So I'm in a corner. I always feel much more comfortable and safer just sitting in a corner and waiting till I get all the zombies killed that I need to kill before moving on. So this is the last stretch, I believe. Maybe there's only one more barricade. It's at the very top. And like I said, it's $3,500 you need to open it up, the very last one. So, and I should be able to go all the way to that point. And then I just need to sit back until I get enough money. If I don't have it by the time I get up there, make sure I have enough money to open up that top barrier. So also, I can keep watching for those moving platforms. You come up to one sometimes, and it looks like it'll be just a standard one, like the ones I'm jumping on right now, and all of a sudden it'll just move out from under your feet when you jump. So then, yeah, you got the different colors in this too. I don't like getting the red one at the very top because of the lava that comes up from down below. The lava is constantly rising, and typically it'll take till you get to wave 12. I sometimes spend a lot of time on wave 10 in this game, and by the time I move on from wave 10, because I'll be killing a lot of zombies, trying to add up all the zombies that I need to get the skins. And the time will fly in wave 10. They'll just keep going and going without killing the boss. Once you wake that boss up, you can just keep him alive, and you can just... Actually, I managed to... some of the early games, when I first started playing this, some of the earlier games, what I would do is those burnt zombies, I simply would not kill them. I would keep them alive all the way to the very end until I got the 5 bosses. I was doing that because they prevented the start of a new wave. If you keep them alive, they are the last zombies of that specific wave that you're on, like in wave 10. If I kept them alive, wave 10 would last forever. I'd go all the way through the game and kill all the bosses and still be on wave 10. Or round 10. So now this time I made it up in round 6. I made it up to the top. That's doing pretty good for hard mode, and that's mainly because of my ice crusher earning me so much money. I was able to get up here a lot quicker by opening up the barriers a lot quicker. So just remember that. Just keep doing those wheel spins, and hopefully you'll be lucky and it'll land on that ice crusher sometime, and you can use that to your advantage. It's a really, really good gun. So I am, again, now just trying to earn the money so that I can pack-a-punch my primary gun here, and then I'll wake up the boss. And I only need to kill, it turns out I only need to kill probably 3 of them in order to get my my gold skin, unlock my gold skin. So, and what I just did there, I want to show you that you can jump off at any time. You can jump all the way off and down into the lava, and it'll respawn you right back at the last station, the last green square. So if you're in a game with other players and they're getting ahead of you, they're running ahead of you, and you can't keep up with them, and you want to be more careful, and you want to take your time and not fall and kill some zombies, as soon as you hear that the bell ding that one of the other players has landed on one of the green squares, all you have to do is just jump off, and you'll automatically be put in that same spot that they're at. You'll catch right back up to them instantly. So just remember that. I mean, jumping off, it does drain you about 20% of your health. So that's another thing you got to watch out for, is you're going to lose some health. So if you're in hard mode and you get a lot of zombies coming at you, just remember that's a risk you might take, is we get hit by a lot of zombies after losing a quarter of your health. But anyway, just remember that strategy. Like I say, if you're in with other players and they're running ahead pretty quick, you don't have to rush. You can take your time and kill zombies while they're running. And then when they hit the next square, you'll hear a ding sound. All you have to do is just jump off the edge, and it'll automatically put you right up there where they are, right up at that green square. And I've used that to my advantage myself, and I've used it to help other players. Forget, maybe some players who are new to this game and not very experienced yet. I'll try to run ahead and hit that bell, and then they can just pop right up next to me. Save them that trouble of trying to go across all those obstacles section. So it's usually every two, I believe it's every 2 levels, or 2 entire circles around the obby. You do a complete 360 all the way around, go all the way back to the same corner. You have to do that twice. Every 2 times you run into a barrier. And each of those barriers, as you go higher and higher, it costs more and more money to unlock those barriers, open them up. So it looks like I need one more, maybe at least one more boss to kill in order to unlock the gold skin. It'll show up as a box. It'll say that I got my 400,000 damage and my 2,000 kills for this primary gun. They'll probably come with the next boss that shows up. Now I'm going to cut out some of the video because I did stay. I wanted to earn more Zombucks. So I did stay through all the boss rounds. All the way through to killing the 5 bosses. But I'll probably cut a lot of that out because it's just going to be a repeat of the original beginning of this video where I killed all the bosses to try to earn the boss damage. I'm not even round 10 yet, so I'm not even going to get a fire bullet. You don't get the fire zombies, the burnt zombies, they don't show up until round 10. That's when you first see them. So there it is there. I got my 2,000 kills and my 400,000 damage. So that's it. I now have unlocked every single gold skin for every single weapon in the game. Or 31 of the primaries. There's actually one I did not do, the big green rifle, the AWM rifle. I did not do that one because I got the Soul Reaper. And the Soul Reaper's considered a primary gun, so I ended up leveling that up, getting a gold skin for the Soul Reaper, so I did not have to do the AWM. It would have been 32 guns if I did, which I might go back and do it sometime. AWM is some really powerful guns, especially like in Zombie Mayhem. I've used it in early waves in Zombie Mayhem. It'll take down 7 zombies in one shot with the penetration. It has like over 400, about 400 damage. So in this game, it's about the same thing. Is all the guns, I believe, and the melee weapons all have the same damage numbers and fire rates as what you'll find in Zombie Mayhem. So if you're not sure what the statistics are of these particular guns, you can just go into Zombie Mayhem and look at them and find the information on the guns and the melee weapons. I believe you can look at them before you buy them. Zombie Mayhem is getting the guns is pretty much the same as earning the skins in this game. The more zombies you kill, the better guns you can buy, the more money you earn, and it's all based on leveling too. You have to hit certain levels to get certain guns. Like talking about melee weapons, my recommendations for the best guns and weapons in the game: the katana, bar none, is the best melee weapon. It mops the floor over the scythe. I mean, it's just twice as good as the scythe, and the scythe looks impressive. It has kind of a fast swing, but the damage from the scythe is only 75, and it does like 2.7 swings per second. The katana has 140 damage, and you can do over 3 swings per second. So you end up at like 438 damage or something like that with the katana. It's just the top melee weapon in this game. Secondaries, if you can buy the ray gun, that's a secondary gun. Or if you get lucky like I did, you can get the ice crusher. That's really the best secondary. I think it's even better than the ray gun, in my opinion. Ice crusher is pretty good. I love it. Other than that, I'm trying to remember. Let me hold on. I have to do a little bit of research. I'm going to put up a picture here. Alright, so what I'm showing here is a list of all the secondaries, or most of the secondaries in the game. I think it might be all of them. And this is taken from Zombie Mayhem. The exact same guns are used in Zombie Mayhem, and the stats are pretty much the same. Except in this game, Tower Zombies, they decreased the reload times. But changed the reload times. So this chart that I did is based on Zombie Mayhem reload times given in the game. But in Tower Zombies, I believe that the reload times are quicker. I believe a lot of these, so some of these things change, they shift a little bit. Some get stronger because of the quicker reload times, because this damage that I'm putting up there as true damage is based on including the downtime from reloading the guns. And if you can reload the guns quicker, then you can do more damage in a specific time frame. So, but anyway, the Deagle turns out to be bar none the strongest gun in the game. But what I don't like about the Deagle is one is limited ammo, the other is reload time, and the other is just the time between shots. It's a very slow fire rate on the gun. I used to use the 5.7, and actually it was the first secondary gun I bought in this game, just based on my knowledge of what the guns were like in Zombie Mayhem. I ended up buying the 5.7 first, and I always liked that gun. I think it works well in this game too. I believe based on the chart that you were looking at, the Tech 10, was it? Let me see here. So the Tech 9, sorry, is a pistol. I think it might be an automatic pistol. And the Scorpion is definitely an automatic. But so your top three options, just with what's in the list, is your Desert Eagle, the Tech 9, or 5.7 for secondary guns. So yeah, the Desert Eagle is actually ranked right up there with, I mean, it's in the green range of the best guns in the game. So it is pretty strong. But if you buy the ray gun, use that as your secondary. Or if you do get lucky to get the Ice Crusher, absolutely use that as your secondary weapon. It's a godsend. It's just the amount of money you can get with that and the strength of it. Sometimes I mean I had to level that up too. So I ended up going in, just using that gun against the bosses, and it would take down the bosses fairly quickly, or relatively quickly compared to most guns. So the Ice Crusher is a great gun. Now I am running this out, but I'm gonna cut some stuff out here after this, after I kill these bosses, because I've already earned the money to get the rainbow skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead and get that rainbow skin. But again, I'm just doing my boss strategy here. I'm just weakening the boss right down to just a little sliver of green at the bottom, so it'll only take a few shots to take him down. And then I'm just going to wait around until I can get a burnt zombie, get one of those fire zombies right there. Kill him and try to get, kill him until I can get a fire bullet. There's another one. Still no fire bullet. See, like I said, a lot of times, most of the time actually, you will not get a fire bullet when you kill one of those guys. But they are the only zombie that will drop a fire bullet. So just remember this in boss rounds. Just keep a boss alive until you can get your hands on a fire bullet, until you can kill one of the burnt zombies and get a fire bullet. And then you just wait it out. You let the clock run down, and you grab that fire bullet when there's only like 5 or 10 seconds left, and then you'll have almost a full minute of that double strength to kill the bosses with. So yeah, just remember that. So anyway, I'm going to pause it here. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so to finish this up now, I'm going to go back into the lobby, and we're going to do what everybody's been waiting for and get those rainbow skins for all my weapons. Now it took me, I went to level 122 109 hard kills with 133 total kills, and 3 of those were extreme obby wins. 109 total wins, 133 total wins, 109 hard wins. So anyway, here we go. So showing those skins, and now I got the gold, and now I got the rainbow is unlocked. So I'm just gonna grab these and go right to the rainbow. And the rainbow skin is actually really cool. I mean, I wanted to show you. I want to get out of here so you can have a good look at it. But it's animated. It's constantly moving on your gun. It's just, I love it. It's really cool. So now I have this. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to put it on every single one of my guns and weapons. Every weapon's going to have this rainbow skin. It's going to be my, I guess that's the only status symbol you can get in this game pretty much. It's really the only challenge other than simply getting a win in each category. You know, normal, hard, and extreme is a challenge, especially extreme. And I'm going to be doing a video here after this one where after I got all these skins, I go in with, I think it's the M60 into extreme mode. And I'm going to do a video on that. I end up going all the way to the very end of killing all the bosses. And the key weapon that helped me do that was actually the RPG. If you want to spend your money on any gun in this game, get that RPG. Oh my gosh. Extreme mode starts off with 2 bosses you got to kill. That's where it starts. And it goes all the way up until the very last round is 10 bosses. That's the very last round in that. I'll go over it when I do the video. It goes like 2 at 2. I forget if it was 2 or 4 at 2. Anyway, I think there was even 2 at 8 bosses. 2 rounds at 8 bosses. And then you hit the 10 bosses. That's the last round. And I managed to get all the way through extreme bosses. I killed every single boss in extreme mode. I ran right after I got these rainbow skins all put on all my weapons. It didn't really help. I had finally knew the best guns to take with me all the way. You know, melee's the katana. Secondary was the ice crusher. And the ice crusher was a really, really, really big help in that game because it helped me get the money I needed to open the barricades before round 10. Because round 10 is when the burnt zombies start coming out. And you get caught on that obby with the burnt zombies. I tell you, I've tried 5 or 6 times before I realized what the icebreaker could do, or the ice crusher, and died on the obby because of the burnt zombies. I just could not kill them quick enough before they got me. But now I know the way to get through that obby in extreme mode is to get through all those barricades as quick as you can, and the ice crusher will do it. I was able to get up, I think, at least round 9, before the burnt zombies started showing up. So here I'm just going through every single gun. I don't know if you want to stick with all of this, but I'll probably end this video at the end of getting all these guns upgraded to the rainbow skin. But it's a cool skin. I like it. Yeah. I thought when I realized what had to be done, how much boss damage you had to do, how many zombies you had to kill to complete this challenge, I thought, man, this is impossible. No one can ever do this. I even asked in the Undead developers, they're the developers for this game. I asked in their Discord service, and nobody answered. I don't know if anybody else in there has completed this challenge, how long it may have taken them, but it was a lot of work, really. I mean, I probably averaged about 6 hours a day of playing for 16 days straight. This last day, day 16, I only played probably 2 or 3 hours just to finish up that last gun. So, but yeah. So anyway, it's cool. Zombie Mayhem has a kind of a rainbow skin. It's called Rainbow Burst, and you can only get it through opening the blue case. I think it is the first case of the skin cases that you can open up with Zombucks in that game. And I had it at one time. I don't remember how I got it, but I have a good friend who really wanted it, so I traded it to her for a couple other skins that I really didn't need because I already had them. I have every other skin in the game, every other except for not the ones that you have to buy with Zombucks. I mean, with actual Robux. This game also has, if you look at the shop, there's 4 different skins that you can buy with Roblox. Robux. So I don't have those, but I have every other skin in the game except for the Rainbow Burst in Zombie Mayhem. But yeah, this is gonna be fun to play this. I don't know if I'm gonna get any comments from anybody when they see these rainbow guns. But we'll play it by ear, see how it goes. Now the Uzi, next time I play, I'm going to play with the Uzi. In Zombie Mayhem, that is the top gun based on the stats for that gun. It has a really fast fire rate, and the bullets have relatively good damage. And reload time is quick. So it actually comes out above. The Striker is the gun that I would recommend for, they call it insane mode, I believe, in Zombie Mayhem. So I usually like getting the Striker. I have all the upgrades for the gun in the game. You can do all kinds of upgrades. You can boost the amount of ammo it carries. You can boost the amount of damage the ammo does. You can boost the fire rates. You know, there's a lot of different things that you can do in that game. Plus, it does have a silencer also, like in this game, where it increases ammo damage. You know, damage of your rounds. And when you get that thing all upgraded in insane mode and Zombie Mayhem, it's the best gun, the Striker. This game, not so much. I was kind of disappointed. And how relatively weak it was compared to other guns. This game has a new gun. It has the M60, which I don't believe is in Mayhem. It has this HK, the last gun I just did, the HK MG4, whatever it is. That's not in Mayhem. There's quite a few guns, primary guns in this list that are not in Zombie Mayhem. So, but anyway. But yeah, every single gun had to go through, every primary had to get that 400,000 damage and 2,000 kills. Every secondary was 200,000 damage with 1,000 kills. And every melee took 100,000 damage with 500 kills for every melee weapon. Even the baseball bat. I actually got a video of me battling a huge mound of zombies with the baseball bat that the blue necro boss was spawning. And so just a tip on melee weapons. When getting boss damage, now I would go in at the beginning, obviously, when I was working on melee and secondary and primary, I'd go in, you know, 3 new guns. I'd work on all 3 of them in the process of going for this rainbow skin. I work on all 3 of them every time I did a run. Now for melee, the black zombie, the black boss with the shield, is easy to battle with a melee weapon. Actually the red one that keeps us constantly shooting, because its rounds, it turns kind of slow and its rounds are not as fast as others. You can kill that one with a melee weapon, the red boss. And the blue necro boss that spawns all the zombies, you can kill that one with a melee weapon without taking much damage if you do it right. The others, green one, no, because of the green toxic field that it builds around it. It will kill you if you try to get in there and fight it with a melee weapon. The pink one will hit you every single shot. If you get in that close, you just will not be able to miss any of his shots. He'll just take you down quick. Plus the little black zombies he spawns, racers, will take you down quick too. So that's just tips for melee weapons when you're ready to start doing this. As far as the other bosses, I really haven't tested it on the new bosses like the Scarecrow or the Snowman or the electric guy. No, the lightning guy. Don't try to attack him with a melee weapon. He'll kill you. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and catch me in the next one. I'm going to do an extreme run all the way to the end. So thanks.